Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you this history game. It's a trivia game. And this was sent to me for free so that I could show it to you. So this game comes with 6 categories of questions: sports and recreation, culture, science and technology, people and events, geography and landmarks, and 80s and 90s. So each card has 6 different questions on the back. For each game you play, you choose a random selection card. So let's just pick this, and that means that for every question we answer, we're going to be using category F this game. That way you can use these cards over and over again. You choose 5 categories for the game. So let's say I'm going to choose science and technology, geography and landmarks, events, 80s and 90s, and culture. I'm leaving off sports and recreation because that's not my favorite category. When you play around, you start off by putting 1 card from each category onto the board, and the player whose turn it is, and you can figure out how you decide who goes first, but the player whose turn it is picks a category. The person to their left will read the question. You're going to read question F from the card. If the person gets it right, you keep that card, and it's kind of like a point for that category. If you get it wrong, it gets put into a discard pile, but you still move on to the next person. So right or wrong, you only get to answer 1 question on your turn. Once a category is gone, however, the player who just went can choose any of the categories to put in the blank one. So you could try to be blocking somebody if they're getting close to winning. To win the game, you need to have answered 1 question correctly for each category, or there's another way around it, but for now, let's just say 1 question for each category. So if you know the person next to you only needs culture left to win the game, you might choose to put a different category on here instead of culture so that they don't even have the opportunity to get that question. The wild card that you can use for any category is 3 cards in a different category equals 1 card in a specific category. So let's say I just cannot get anything right for geography. So maybe I'll just choose to try to get a bunch of science and technology. If I get 3 science and technologies, I can use that to count for geography and landmarks. First person to get 1 card for each category wins. That's it. It's easy. It's fun. I love trivia games. You could play with teams if you want. They say this game plays 2+ players because you can play with teams. You can honestly play with as many people as you want. I like the turns to turn over pretty quickly, so I don't like to have 12 people going individually. I'd much rather have 4 teams of 3 so that it turns over more quickly. If you run out of cards in a category, you just shuffle up the discards, and then you're going to choose a new selection. So let's just say, oh, this time around, we're going to be reading only letter C's. That way you don't read the same questions you read before. That's the game. A lot of fun. I look forward to playing this with my family. We have people of a lot of different ages, so I think mixed generation teams will be the way to go.